Hello guys, good evening. It's evening. How are you? Is it good morning or afternoon where you are? We are talking about solving problems involving statistics. Okay, so under the header there are 4 topics. There is solving problems involving statistics, solving problems involving applied calculacy, probability, and then last 3 imaginary numbers. Okay, so those 4 topics. Let's start with statistics. Okay, solving problems involving statistics. First of all, before we look at first of all, before we solve any problems, remember it's not just about solving, it's about knowing. So there are different types of data you can collect. Remember, it deals with the collection of data. Statistics deals with the collection of data, different types of data, analysis of data, and data interpretation as well. So you have to identify, okay? You should be able to identify types of data. Okay, should be able to identify types of data. Okay, so you have qualitative, type of data. You have quantitative, okay. Quantitative type of data, and then you have got ungrouped, and then you have got group or grouped data. Okay, so these are the most important major types of data. Under qualitative, you have got nominal, and it involves 2 types of data: nominal data and ordinal. Okay, and then you have quantitative, also divided into 2. You have got the base or continuous, and then you have continuous and discrete type of data. Okay, under quantitative. Okay, under quantitative you have got continuous and discrete. Okay, qualitative you have got nominal and ordinal. Okay, so qualitative type of data deals with the words. Okay, it's about what? Words. Okay, and it involves the 5 senses: sense of smell, sense of what, sense of, all the 5 senses. It is based on describing, as you are collecting the data. For example, the questionnaires in account, like if the people are satisfied with some company services, for those who would like to do even more rather than the course you are doing, accounting, you find that there are questionnaires, they do statistics, right? So that they compare the graph, how they are performing, and then put it in form of a graph. What helps them is statistics. Okay, the population counting, what helps them is statistics. Sample collection, they want to know the nominal value, nominal thickness in manufacturing companies like cable manufacturing company, nominal thickness, they find all those things. And then continuous type of data, that one, it deals with the measurement. Discrete deals with the counting. Okay, so you have to research more about these types. Okay, you can put in form of a graph and all that, but mostly interested in ungrouped and grouped data. So let's consider the grouped and the ungrouped data. Okay, so let's consider ungrouped data. Okay, ungrouped data. Okay, so under ungrouped data, we are going to step by step, we are going to solve mean, mode, median, range, variance, and the standard deviation. Okay, so for example, how does ungrouped data look like? Okay, to may be scattered, you need to arrange them. Okay, so for example, we are given the sample collected from different places. We have got sample 1, sample 2, let's say maybe sample 4, sample 5, or sample 1, sample 5, sample 2, okay, and then let's put it as sample 3, okay. For example, you're given something like this, okay. Let's try to, first of all, find the mean, okay. How can we find the mean? Okay, mean is represented by x bar. Okay, whenever you see x bar, that's mean under statistics. So it will be equal to, you have to add, okay, add the samples we are given. So we have got sample 1, you have to add plus 2, plus 4, plus 5, plus 1, plus 5, plus 2, plus 3. Divide by the number of samples. How many samples we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we divide by 8. Okay, it may be more than these samples, more than, okay. It may be, these may represent some, these numbers may represent the samples or the population, okay, but you just have to do the same, apply the same formula. The summation of, you have to apply the mean, which is x bar is equal to the summation of the number, you divide by the number, which is this one, means the sum of the samples we are given, then the number of samples. Okay, you apply that. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, so this symbol is summation. Okay, so here it will be equal to, so you are given here, this is, we have got 7, and then you have got, remember, this is 2 and 3, this will give us 5, and this will give us what? 10, right? 10, and then this will give us 15, 16, right? 16, then this and this will give us what? This will give us what? 10, 15, okay, this is it, 10, 2 plus 3, 5, 5, 10, and then this one, 15, 4 and 1, give us 20, okay, 20, 22, right, 23, so we have got what? 23 over 8, okay, and then it will give us what? What is it going to give us? Okay, so 23 you divide 8, so for me it's giving me 2.875, okay, so 2.875, so you can remain at 3 decimal places, so that's how you find the mean. Okay, so let's consider the mode. Okay, the mode, so the mean is more like average. Okay, if you have seen the way we have found mean, the mean is more like average. Okay, it's equivalent to average. Okay, so the mode is the most frequent number. Okay, so the mode, what do we have? The mode, we have the mode, we have what is appearing frequently from what we have been given here. 1 is coming twice, 2 is coming twice, and 5. Okay, so our mode will be 1, 2, what else? 1, 2, and 5. Okay, so this is our modes. These are modes. Okay, these are our modes. Okay, so since there are 3 modes, it will be called try what? Model. Okay, in this type of question, it is producing try model. If it is just one mode, then it will be just one mode, right? It is unimodal, isn't it? 2 bimodal, 3 trimodal. Okay, if it is more than 3 going up, then it will be what? Multimodal. Okay, so it is trimodal, this type. Okay, maybe they can tell you what kind of mode is it producing, then it is trimodal. If it is having 2 modes, then it will be bimodal. Bi means 2. Bimodal. Okay. If it is producing 3 trimodal, if it is more than 3, then it will be called multimodal. If all of them are modal, then it doesn't have a model. Okay, if all of them are having the modes, okay, they're appearing twice, or thrice, then it doesn't have a mode, okay? So don't say all of them are modes. No, it can't be. Okay, take note of that. It can't be. Okay, you can't have, please pay attention, you can't have the question whereby all of the numbers you are given are modes. No. Okay, so let's talk about the median. Okay, the median. Okay, so under the median, we have to rearrange the numbers, okay, from the smallest to the highest, okay? That's how we have to arrange the numbers. Okay, let's arrange them in ascending order. So we have 1, another 1, we have 2, and another 2. You have 3, and then 4, you have 5, and another 5. Okay, median, which one is in the middle? That's median, right? So the first step is to arrange the numbers in ascending order from the smallest to the larger number to the largest. Okay, this is the key to finding the median, especially for the ungrouped data. Okay, so let's now see how we do it. So look at the numbers we have. If this one cancels, okay, this one cancels as well. So let's be moving. Once we move one number from this side, also the other side you have to remove. So if we move 1, we remove 5, we remove 1, we remove 5, we remove 2, we remove 4, we are remaining with the 2 and 3. You see? So 2 numbers appearing in the middle. If it was just one number which was appearing, for example, we remove this, okay? If we didn't have 1, then we remove 1. We could have removed 1 and 5, 5 and 2, 2 and 4, then we remain with the 3 in the middle, 3 in the middle. Because you have 1, 2, 3 this side and 1, 2, 3 this side, then you remain with 3. Now, in our case, there is a 1 here. So you have these 2. What do we have to do? So the median will be 2 plus 3, you divide by 2. Then it will be 5 over 2, which is 2.5. Okay, so 2.5 will be our median. Okay, so 2.5 will be our median. Okay, so it's simple, right? It's very, very simple. Okay, so let's consider also now the range. Okay, let's consider the range. So how can we solve? So the range, simply range is the highest number, okay, the highest number, you subtract the lowest. So the lowest from the highest, okay? Subtract the lowest, the lowest from the highest. Okay, so the same as quartile, okay? Quartile, can you find the interquartile? The quartile 3 minus quartile 1. Same as the range in this case. We have not yet reached quartiles. So for now, let's look at the range. Okay. So which one is the highest? Our highest number is 5 minus. The lowest is 1. So our range is 4. So the good part about statistics now, these are the terms you need to know: mean, mode, median, range, variance, and standard deviation. Okay, so this is how you find now the range. Okay, so this is how you find the range. Okay, so I'm sure it's now clear. Okay, so let's now consider what we have. Okay, what else are we supposed to solve? What else are we supposed to solve for? Let's look at the variance. Okay, let's look at the variance. Okay. Okay, so to find the variance, we have to make a table to make things easier. Okay, so don't forget this table. Let's write x, okay, to represent this, where to put these numbers, and then we are going to put x bar, okay, and then we are going to put x minus x bar, okay, and then we are going to put x, the same x minus x bar, and then squared. Okay, it's very, very simple. Okay, just like that. So it's not difficult, it's just to follow the steps. So it's not difficult, you just have to follow the steps. Okay, what do we have? We have got 1. Okay, we have 1. We have 1. We have 4. And then we have 5. What else do we have? We have 1, 5, 2, 3. Okay, this is what we have. Okay, remember x bar is the median, right? X bar is the median. Do you remember the median we solved for? So you remember we solved, we said it is 2.87. 2.875. So 2.875. 2.875. Again. Okay, like that. You see? So the total is what? The total is 23. Okay? The total is 23. So if you calculate these numbers, how many are they? Okay, you have got 8, then you multiply 2.875 by 8. Okay, you are going to get that. Okay, so now you have to subtract. Okay, since here it's saying x, we have x minus x bar. So x minus x bar, x bar. So you have this minus this minus this minus this. Okay, so 1 minus 2.875, what is it giving you? Okay, so what is it is giving me? Negative 1.875. Okay, oh sorry, this is 2. Okay, so you're supposed to put 2. Okay, and then 2 minus 2.875, it will give me negative. Okay, so from my calculation, I'm having here 0.875. Here 4 minus 2.875, I'm having 1.125. 5 minus 2.875, I'm having 2.125. Here it's the same as that one, so negative 1.875. Then here also it's 2.125. Then here negative 0.875. And then here I'm going to have 0.125. Okay, so this is what I'm having. So I have to square this, okay, like you can see. So this squared, so I have to square this, which means I have to multiply negative 1.875 squared. Okay, so negative 1.875 times negative 1.875, which is going to give me the positive answer. Same applies to this, and that, everything. Okay, so for example 2.125 and then times 2.125, that's what this means. Okay, so I have to square this, the answer I give that, square this, the answer. Okay, so let's calculate. So try to fill up the table, and then valence is represented by s squared. Okay, other than CV, okay, but is represented by a squared, okay, a squared is equal to the summation of x minus x bar squared you divide by n. So this formula is only applied in case of where you have been given the for population valency. So for population variance, you just put n. But for sample, so let's just take note, only for population variance, okay? And then this other one, only for sample variance. Okay, so we look at some of the questions so that you understand this. Okay, and then standard deviation for enveloped data. Once you find the variance, it will be simple because it will be standard deviation square root of the variance. So if you find variance to be 4, square root of 4, 2, that will be your standard deviation. Okay, so standard deviation, this is the formula. Okay, once if only you know the variance, but if you don't know, you can just apply that same one. Okay, you can just apply that same one. You can just apply this same one. Or if you are given the variance, you can just square root the variance, you get the standard deviation. Okay, so try to find this one, and if you can manage, and then you can find the variance, and then you continue from there. We'll look at the other topic. Okay, we end here for now, and then next time we'll look at the quartiles, the decimals, and some of the graphs you expect. Okay, bye for now. Try to finish up the table and try to find some solutions. Remember, for now, you can either use this, or for now I suggest you use this one. Okay, yeah.